I forgot my coffee. I knew. As I sat down, I was like, I'm forgetting something. I most certainly forgot my coffee. Pray for me, you guys. All right, so first things first, let me just say, you guys can win stuff. Let me start off with this. All you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, comment on my YouTube videos, share my YouTube videos into social media, tagging myself or my business page in it. One person every single week is going to win something, so there is that. Let me get that off of there. All right, you guys, now what we're talking about today is 3 reasons your business isn't making money. 3 reasons your business isn't making money. Sound like a good enough topic, y'all? We're just gonna go through this. Good morning, Amy, I see you there. As you guys come in, just go ahead and comment, say who you are, where you're from, all the fun stuff. And if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to put them in the chat. I will do my best to swing back through and put you up on screen where you belong, okay? Hey, Michelle, I see you. Coffee is as important as Jesus in the morning. Amen to that. I've had coffee. I have just left my coffee somewhere is what's going on in my world right now. It's a busy day. So anyway, all right, 3 reasons that your business isn't making money. So I'm just going to go through these really quick so you can quickly assess, is this you, is this not you, and then move on in the direction you need to move on in, okay? So very first reason that your business isn't making money, the first reason and the silliest reason ever that I always see is you ain't talking about it. If I had a nickel for every time that I had a one-on-one with somebody and they're like, I just am not seeing the income. And I'm like, well, where are you sharing the thing that you're selling? And then that's where they get very quiet and they have to think really hard about where they're sharing that stuff. And like they have to remember. And I'm like, that's your problem right there. You guys, a lot of business owners, and especially, startup businesses, new businesses, you guys get into a mindset of, I keep saying this thing over and over and over again. This is annoying. I'm being annoying. That's not true because not everybody is seeing that. It's a very, very small amount when we're talking in social media. But then also when we're talking in email marketing, and if you're doing SMS marketing, people aren't seeing it. Just because you're sending it doesn't mean they're seeing it. Case in point, what does your email inbox look like, right? Whenever somebody emails you, do you always open it? When somebody sends you a text message, do you always look at it? You know how I talk about systems are always going to be, they'll always work. So my HBR system will always work, right? In the creation of your multiple income streams around you, using stuff that you already know, right? So that's always going to work. It's the tactics that change and the tactics that need to be changed up. And so again, case in point, SMS used to, so you'll probably still see people throwing around this data of, it's got a 96% open rate. Sure, maybe the first couple days that it was around it did, but now people, again, have gotten used to it. That's why tactics always need to change. There's SMS. I have so many SMS people, like people messaging me daily from marketing SMS messages. SMS, just so you guys know, are the texts, okay? I have so many people messaging me, marketing messaging on SMS that I don't even open the SMS stuff anymore, So even though you feel like you keep saying this stuff over and over and over again, somebody needs to hear something, and this is an old stat, and this is probably different too, but I haven't seen any new research on it. But the old stat is 7 to 15 times. Somebody needs to hear something or see something, engage and process the information 7 to 15 times before they make a buying decision. Okay, so when you said that when you put your tile out for your business, and that's old school talk for opening your business and telling people it's open. When you put your tile out for your business and you did your launch post and yes, here I am. That was one. And then a lot of people, if they don't get a lot of feedback on that one, then they stop doing it as much, and they start to think that maybe they're doing something wrong, or this isn't valuable, or whatever. When in reality, let's go to the hard data. The old hard data, which I'm sure is more, but the old hard data is 7 to 15 times, and somebody needs to see something. So you have to be okay with continuing to share your messaging 7 to 15 times plus, right? Because that's how many times it takes for people to actually see and be able to make a buying decision off of what you're sharing with them, okay? And the way that you do that isn't the same post over and over and over and over again. You have to get creative with the way that you're posting things, right? With what you're talking about and how you're talking about it and all of this stuff, okay, guys? I'm just gonna do a quick invite to, if you're not in one of these two things you need to be if you're starting your business, or if you're feeling stuck in your business right now. You either need to be in HBR, which is Home-Based Revolution. Here's how you join that. You go to Livin the Dream with Martha. It's my Facebook business page. Message me the words, let's do this, rainbows and unicorns, whatever you want. It's the system that I created for to be able to create multiple income streams from home, utilizing stuff that I already knew. This is, it equates to your world as well. And I only need to spend 5 to 10 hours a week on it. Actually, these days, less on that. I have to spend less time on that now. Okay, as it grows and as it develops, you spend less and less time on it because it doesn't require you to spend that much time, okay? So that is the system itself. And then if you're already in that, or if you just want the cherry on top or the whipped cream on top or whatever, then you need to be in Changemakers. And Changemakers is, I don't think I have the link for it in this video, but if you go to withmartha.com, up on the navigation bar, it'll say Changemakers Den. You're gonna click on that. That's where you need to be. That's where you get up-to-date tactics that are working. There are people from last week's intensive that have already made money off of last week's intensive. The whole purpose is to be growing your business with what's working right now. This is where I give you my best, always. And it's super cheap. And the only reason for it even existing at all is because, or for it being so cheap, because it could be very expensive. The only reason that it's so cheap is I need for it to be accessible to you guys so you can quit your job, so you can do what you want to do, because our end goal is putting the family back together again, right? We can't do that if you can't afford the help that you need. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now moving on. Number 2 reason, good morning from Iowa, yeah. Okay, so number 1 was y'all aren't talking about your stuff, okay? Number 2 reason is that whenever you decided you were going to sell this thing or whatever it is that you're selling, you're building a business around, you didn't think ahead to who you're selling it to, okay? A lot of times this happens in network marketing where people get attracted to a business model and to a business itself, and they're like, okay, well, the business has got it all set up. All I have to do is talk about it. That's not true. Because when you have tens, if not hundreds of thousands of other people selling precisely the same thing you are, you need to set yourself apart. You have to, okay? And that is true with any business ever in life, but especially whenever you've got other people selling exactly the same thing that you're selling, okay? You have to be able to set yourself apart. So number 2 reason why your business isn't making money is you have not set yourself apart. You have not determined who your people are. You have not positioned yourself in the marketplace for those people. And number 3 piggybacks on number 2 by being too afraid to serve your people. People get in such a lack scarcity mindset whenever it comes to serving just their people that they're like, but everybody needs this. But if everybody got it, then I would be able to make da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If you think like that, you are dead from day one. This is me just dropping some real truth on you, okay? You're going to get frustrated. You are going to spin your wheels. You're going to sit there saying, everybody needs this, but nobody's buying this. Nobody's going to buy it. You're not connecting with anybody. You're not them, you know? Like whenever I'm talking to you guys, you get me, we're connected, I am you, we are the same. And so whenever I talk about my dreams for the world, whenever I talk about the trajectory the world is going in and how it's a scary place, but we can change it, when I talk about that stuff, you're like, yes, let's go. Because we care about the same things, you guys. But if I were to just generalize my message and say, I can help you grow a business, no one gives a rip about that. Nobody sees that I'm here for them. Nobody can align with me and say, I'm like her. If she can do it, I can do it. Do you see how powerful it is to really be able to speak to your people? It's so important. If you don't do it, you are dead from day one. Okay? We cannot pretend that we are these big box corporations, which even the big box stores have client avatars or have, you know, whatever you want to call them. There are many different things. They're called many different things. Even they have the people they're selling to. Starbucks has the people they're selling to. But for some reason, you know, we start our businesses grassroots from home. We start our businesses and we think everybody's our customer and that we're just going to go out and say, we can do this for anybody. And then we think we're going to be successful. It is not going to happen. And what I want for you is success quickly. And to be successful quickly is to connect. To connect and then to show people that you are the answer to the question they're asking in their mind, right? So for people asking the question in their mind, how do I get my home-based business going? How do I actually do this without having to spend money on ads? I'm the answer to the question going on in their mind. If they're asking the question, when can I quit my job? Am I able to work at home? Can I create income from home and not even need to leave my family 9 to 5? I'm the answer to the question going on in their mind. Does that make sense, guys? So now my question for you is, what are you the answer for? What question is going on in people's minds that you are the answer for? It's going to help you in your business a ton, guys, a ton. I'm going to leave you with that. You guys have Mike tomorrow because I'm going to Tampa, Florida, about an hour and a half from here. I'm going to Tampa. I'm going to be on the news tomorrow in Tampa. And also, if you're in Changemakers, just a heads up, we're going to be going over PR stuff as well. So we're going to be showing you how to be getting on blogs and podcasts and radio and TV and all of this stuff, okay? So that's another big thing that's going on in Changemakers. Changemakers is the best thing going on right now. For people wanting to build their business, especially from home, it's the best thing going on right now. It's the only place where you're going to get truth bomb after truth bomb after truth bomb, and you're going to be able to utilize it immediately and make money, period. So there's that. Okay, love you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.